Welcome back to the Armchair Meddler, where I review news videos, usually of a sensational nature, and I give you my opinion. Even though you didn't ask for my opinion, that's what makes me the Armchair Meddler. So let's see, where are we going to take a look at today? Moreno Valley man having mental health crisis shot, by police. I'm not exactly sure the entirety of the title here. But before we get started on this, if you aren't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and also press the like button. So let's not delay. Let's get into this video. It's my first time watching it, so I'll be watching it for the first time along with you. So let's get into the video.
Tonight, a man with mental health issues is dead, shot by police. Laura Diaz, live at the scene. And Laura, it was the family who called police.
Yes, that is correct, Alex. There will be many questions asked about what happened on this block Monday afternoon. For now, we have one side speaking to us on camera. That is the sister of the man who was fatally shot.
They took everybody out like they normally do. Then she heard the gunshots. Obviously, he passed.
That's Isabel Rodriguez emotionally describing the officer-involved shooting that claimed the life of her brother Tony, a schizophrenic, Monday afternoon in Moreno Valley. According to the sister and her neighbor, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department had been called to the family home many times by the family during Tony's episodes where he, quote, acts up. Only this Monday, things went terribly wrong. Tony's mom was at the house.
She disclosed to them that he had a BB gun. A BB gun. It wasn't a gun. It was a BB gun. There's no reason they could have tasered him. They could have used a different kind of method.
Okay, so I want to pause it right there. She says they had a BB gun. I don't know if it was like a BB handgun or a rifle. But the thing is, and she's saying, oh, they could have tasered them and stuff like that. But the thing is that these BB guns, they look a lot like the real thing, okay? And the police, when they show up on the scene and somebody has a BB gun, they can't really take time to say, oh, you know what? We better just kind of wait and see, is that a BB gun or a real gun? You know what? They're going to assume that is a real gun because there's no way for them to really tell because they look like real guns. So many of them look like actual firearms.
You could shoot him in the legs. You could shoot him somewhere else. Why do you have to shoot to kill?
Okay, so I feel really bad for this lady. She's grief-stricken. Man, this is tough. But the thing is, the whole, shoot him in the leg, shoot him in the arm. That's just, that's the stuff that's in movies. That's not real life. To my knowledge, law enforcement, they are taught to shoot center mass. And when their lives are in danger, they are taught to eliminate the threat. So yeah, center mass. There isn't, I'm not trying to make light of this, but there's no trick shooting, okay, in these academies. They don't teach them, shoot them in the arm, shoot them in the hand, no Lone Ranger stuff where they shoot the gun out of the hand. None of that kind of stuff is happening. But again, I'm sorry for this woman. Let's continue on.
Tonight, just a few residents allowed behind yellow police tape onto the 25400 block of Fillery Avenue in Moreno Valley. Riverside Sheriff's patrol cars' lights flickered in the darkness. Riverside Sheriff's deputies telling Fox 11 a different story. They said they were called to the family home by Tony's mom, saying that her son was under the influence of a substance and getting aggressive. Deputies say they tried to de-escalate the situation. They say that he ran to another part of the house, came back armed with a baseball bat with metal spikes. They say they did taser him twice, but he was not deterred and continued to advance, and then they shot him.
But my thing is...
Okay, so if that account is true, what this reporter is stating, it really sounds like the police, like they had no other choice. They tried tasering, that did not work. And unfortunately, the police were put in a difficult spot. And I mean, the police, you know what? They're human beings. They want to go home to their families. So, I mean, they're not, you know what? They're not out there just trying to indiscriminately kill people. You know, that's not the majority of the police. And this situation, the way that's being described, it's unfortunate and it's sad, but it sounds like from the description that the police were justified in what they did. Once again, I'm sorry for this family that this situation ended in the loss of life of their loved one. Let's continue.
Is talk him off the ledge. Do not use deadly force.
Okay, so they're saying talk him off the ledge. But it sounds like this man was being threatening, the BB gun, the running in the house and getting the bat. And it's, you know what, talking can only go so far. You know, it kind of sounds like the police were backed into a corner to where they had no choice. They had no choice. Like I said, according to the story, they attempted to tase him. So they tried the less than lethal uses of force, and apparently it just didn't work on this guy. And earlier in the story, they were saying that this guy was perhaps on some sort of substance. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. Let's continue.
Sheriff's deputies say that life-saving measures were taken at the scene, but that Rodriguez died. Also, we should point out that an investigation is now being conducted by the Riverside DA. In the interim, the names of those officers have not been released. They are on paid administrative leave. I'm Laura Diaz reporting live from Moreno Valley. Now back.
Okay, so yeah, this is a very sad story. Yeah, unfortunately, this happens all too often. Apparently, this man suffered from mental illness, schizophrenia, they said, and then supposedly he was under the influence of some sort of substance. So it's sad. It's very sad, and my condolences go out to the family. Just a very disappointing, sad, and heartbreaking story. But it sounded like the police were painted into a corner, and they just, they had to protect themselves. So that's going to wrap up this episode of the Armchair Meddler. Once again, if you can, please subscribe, press the like button on this video, and we will see you on the next one.